an entire generation with the potential to be a sensation. Yeah, we gotta wait for graduation because everyone we speak to needs a translation. For the older only see the contradictions within the diction, which is causing friction between what we say and what we're trying to do. We gotta wear our ideas like a tattoo. Everything that we're saying is being misconstrued. They don't know that we are someone to look up to. Man, we're about to have a breakthrough. All we really need is a debut to start the new show and show the world what we know. Because for so long there's been a prohibition on our intuition and a probation of our imaginations. You can't imagine the frustrations of being a victim to an education that all does is kill vibrations to where you become complacent. We're trying to deal with issues hard to cement, but the school system only sees it as a waste of our time. They're just teaching us rhymes. Ways a few of my own. I think I got something to prove. I think I'm stuck in a groove. I'm stuck in a rut. I just got to strut. It seems I'm running out of time, and with it even rhymes. It seems I'm late for a very important date. A date with destiny, that is, because everyone's depressing me. Oh, didn't mean to offend though. I ain't calling you a hoe like a gardening tool, and I ain't saying that you sleep around too. It's an onomatopoeia though. I didn't know if you knew what that was though. I'm a teenager. I couldn't possibly know so, because the media portrays as Curly, Larry, and Moe. My critics say I repeat a lot. I don't think I repeat a lot. Oh. I use my repetition for a reason, though. You see my vocabulary is subpar. It is if we playing golf, it's the first one you got so far. Oh!
You talking about hoes?
No, bro. I'm talking about critics that I turn to cricket so that I don't even know.
What?
Where they at, though? You see, just like the times, as rhymes are changing, the whole world rearranging, led by an entire generation, sees the inspiration in one of those eyes. Because we realize it's got the aspirations to be the best in the nation. I know it can be frustrating. What you need is a little contemplating. To realize we aren't what society thinks us to be. What you got to do is open up your eyes and see that.
We trust each other much like the rest of the world should. Without that trust comes only disorder. Here we have the chance to start an entire new world order, led by a new group of minds, with a new perspective and new directives. What if the young teenage might could partner with the adult veteran? New policies meet old school values. Stop and think about it for a second. I hope you stopped and thought about if we were to unionize, because it would revolutionize technology, medicine, and open eyes. It would start an idea revolution. It would be producing a real solution. The media is spreading lies. The way they're showing us is a misrepresentation. They're always arguing the negation, only pointing out our altercations. Where are their citations? What's their certification? Do you understand our frustration? The media needs to stop portraying us this way. Right now, they're the predator, we're the prey. Looks like we're under pressure. They do not see that we're fresher. Man, we're too young to have this high blood pressure. We have way too many stressors. You do not realize we are not the aggressors. You have to see that they are the suppressors. They see us as a lesser, but we have the knowledge of a professor, because we're tomorrow's professors. You do not realize that we are the successors. There's no need for goodbyes. Our hopes will rise, and our dreams will fly. No ideas will die. We don't need you to advise. Our bodies don't need to be compromised. Society thinks of us as unwise, but our neat way of thinking will take you by surprise. We got our eyes on the prize. Hope it was implied that we have the ability to improvise. No need to revise, because like the times, this rhymes are changing. The whole world is rearranging, led by an entire generation that see the inspiration in one another's eyes, because we realize that we got the aspiration to be the best in the nation. So now do you realize the frustration of an entire generation?
It's the Midday Show with Peter Lundrigan. I've got Angel Avalos with me today, everyone. Now, Angel and I have been conducting a study on teenageism, and today I brought him on the show to talk with us about it. He's the world's foremost expert on teenageism. Now, Angel, tell me about it.
Okay, so you know the animals, turtles, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they don't follow, like, the years, like, as a time, because they don't have time to restrict them. They don't. That's a human concept. And
Makes sense.
These years are used to restrict these young teenagers in what they do. Like, we're being put in boxes.
Okay.
Because of
where are we being put in those boxes?
We're mainly through schools, and a result of that would be the media and how they're portraying us. But the schools are putting us in boxes in that they're not teaching creativity, and they're focusing more on the testing that we have to do.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then, so in media, we're being portrayed as walking telephones, right?
Yeah. Like in the movie Mr. Popper's Penguin.
Yeah.
Mr. Popper's daughter, Janie Popper, she's portrayed as this teenager who's constantly on her phone, which is a stereotype most adults have of teenagers today.
Exactly. And they look at us, they don't realize that we are a lot smarter than we appear to be. And there's many reasons for that. What are some of the reasons? Is there anything like us mixing or anything about that?
Yeah. Well, Albert Einstein was quoted as saying, "Imagination is more important than knowledge," and it's been proven that teenagers have a less developed prefrontal lobe of their brain, which is the portion of your brain that commands logic.
Okay.
So, because it's not as developed, that means the other parts of the brain are more developed, so that the creativity of a child is still healthy with the logic of an adult. So it's like a perfect mixture of like creativity and logic that can lead to like better ideas.
All right, and a lot of them see this underdevelopment as a negative and don't see that we have a lot of beneficial ideas. I have someone that can talk about that. Ali Sanchez Horning, everybody.
Hi, Peter.
Hi, Ali. Now, Ali, okay, tell us, have there ever been a time where you've pitched an idea and these adults just put you down for it?
Oh yeah, a bunch of times, you know, anytime I go to a parent or a teacher or any role model that's an adult, anytime, they seem to dismiss my ideas because I'm a teenager, and that really hurts my self-esteem. And because the way they see me, that makes me feel like I have to see the way that they want me to see, or they see me.
Well, we surveyed 202 students, and a shocking 77% of them said that at some point in time, their parents had complained about not being like the said students when they were teenagers. And it just shows this negative outlook on us. Now, Angel, what are some ways we can stop this negative outlook?
Well, the main way that we would be able to stop this is to have the media stop portraying us as these teenagers who just don't notice the world and are stuck in their
because most people get their news and their entertainment from the media, and they don't watch shows like us and see that this is an actual issue. Now, there's also school systems. What are some ways we can go about changing the school system?
Well, school systems can start teaching more towards the student than to the classroom, and focusing more on nurturing the creativity of students so that they may be able to become more self-confident and like show adults their ideas.
All right, yeah. So so just to sum up for you folks, we need to make sure that we're addressing towards these individual students in the classroom, getting away from the memorization and the testing and more towards the creativity and the outlook. And this media just has to stop portraying teenagers this way. I want to thank Ali and Angel for coming and talking with me today on this important issue. We've been the Midday Show, folks. Have a great rest of the day.